Hello and happy summer. Welcome to this week's edition of the Experience Shift newsletter. I hope you're all gearing up, if you're in the United States, to take a little bit of a break. And if you're not, to enjoy a week free of Americans. Happy July 4th. This is one of 2 weeks per year that I have just decided as a human being I don't work. I'll be heading down, or I should say up to the North Shore of Massachusetts to hang with my wife, my kids, and my parents. But this newsletter, before I go, I want to talk about the experience gap, because before we can shift experience to delight users, to scale our best thinking, to drive growth and make money for our businesses and have customers that are advocates for us, we need to recognize why there's a gap. And to talk to you about this gap, I'm going to leverage some of my experience. Before coming to AppQs in March, I spent a long time helping some of the largest brands in the world better design new product innovation, better ads, get closer to their customers. And I noticed a lot of time was spent actually bringing consumers into the decision-making process. And I lost a lot of sleep over that. And at the end of my time, I actually helped write a book about connecting consumer insights so that you can make sure the experiences you deliver are accurate. And I can't tell you how many times a new innovation failed, despite the fact that the people at HQ scoured over every single little detail of the execution. And I'll attribute it back to the quick service restaurant industry, an industry that I know really well. But I think that the parallel here cascades across all of our technology businesses. So imagine you're working at a very large burger chain that's based in Miami. You spend hundreds of hours sweating every little detail of a new burger, the cheese, the lettuce, the way you cook it, the bread that it's on, how it's delivered, the packaging that it's in. And then you're a franchise, right? So you roll it out to all your restaurant owners and somebody sees an ad on TV and goes, you know what, I'll go try that. Yes, you've got trial. But what happens when you get trial is they go in, they try the burger, and the burger sucks because the lettuce had been left out too long, the burger was cooked a little bit more than it should have been, and they used the wrong cheese. So the execution fell and failed because the best thinking of HQ did not make it to the customer. It wasn't distributed and embedded into the customer journey. And that's one of the powers of technology. You can actually connect the context of your best thinking and bring it to your customers based on exactly where they are. And a lot of us are trying to do that, but we fail because we don't have our data in the right place. We don't orchestrate our experiences. We're not leveraging our technology across our knowledge base, our CRM, our in-app systems, our experience orchestration systems to drive that. But now you can. In order to deliver experiences that make money, you first have to address the gap. You have to understand where your best thinking is and how you can enable that into your systems, into your people that are engaging with your customers across the customer journey. How are you addressing the gap in your business? Thanks for reading.